Hi guys. Long time no talk. I know it's been like 3 weeks since I uploaded my last video, which was an Indiana vlog. Since then, I have been back here in New Jersey, and I went to Mississippi for a little bit to do some stuff for a cool project that's going to be coming at some point, probably next year. So I've just been kind of busy traveling, and I haven't really had a chance to like pick up the camera because it's just been a really busy time, but been really busy with work and life. So I figured I would film an updated Q&A. So I went on my Instagram page and asked you guys to send me in questions if you had any. I feel like on my YouTube channel, a lot of people, I don't even know who really follows me on YouTube. I get a lot more interactions on Instagram and Twitter when I post. YouTube, I love making YouTube videos. Sometimes I feel like when I put out a video, I don't really know who watches it, even though it gets views. So I don't know. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, please do so. It's just Mackenzie Salmon. And I'm just a lot more interactive with people on Instagram and Twitter. So follow me on there if you aren't. Sorry if your question doesn't make this Q&A. I'm gonna try to make it kind of short, not super crazy. So sorry if your question doesn't get answered. I tried to pick some of my favorite ones that I don't think I've really answered on my channel before. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm drinking this US Open cocktail. We actually got done making a video with the US Open in Grey Goose. Since the US Open isn't gonna have any fans on the grounds, we decided to do a cool collab. I did it with a mixologist. We made these cocktails, which is the Honey Deuce, which is a huge US Open drink. It's a traditional drink, and it's, I think, the official drink of the US Open. And then we did some lobster tacos with David Burke, who was on Iron Chef America. He's a chef. So it was fun. So I'm gonna be sipping on this while I answer. Okay, so like I said, went on my Instagram, told you guys to ask me some questions. So I'm going to answer them now. I'm not gonna say who asked them because I don't know, like for privacy reasons, if people want me to say who it is, but if it's one of my friends, I'll say their name. Okay, so first question, what is your favorite food? That's a very broad question. My favorite food, I would say I eat a lot, especially while I'm here in Jersey City, is Thai food. I love Thai food. It's one of my favorites. There's just so many options that I love when it comes to Thai food. I feel like I could eat anything off the menu and love it, but I really love this chicken green curry Thai, this meal that I get from this Thai restaurant here. I order it for takeout a lot. That and sushi. So those are probably two of my favorite foods. If someone says they want to go out to eat, that's usually my option for what I pick to eat. So Thai food. All right, next question. Best workouts for building butt and hammies. So a few of my favorite workouts that I love to do to help build my butt. I actually wrote these down because when I was looking at the question, I wanted to make sure I answer this correctly because like I work out pretty much every single day, and I like to incorporate a lot of full body workouts and HIIT style workouts. I'm always trying to mix up my workout because I feel like for me that helps to push me constantly, because when I'm doing the same thing every day, it's very easy to get in a routine and you're not seeing results that you want. So I like mixing up my workouts to see those results. But my favorite exercises for growing my butt and my hammies, which has helped me a lot, I love doing weighted walking lunges. Those are a few of my favorites. Put the bar on your back, do some lunges, and then switch sides. Do for however many reps or whatever weight, depends on what you're going for. For me, that's one of my favorites. Barbell hip thrust. Oh my God, you guys. Barbell hip thrusts are my favorite, and those are, for me personally, how I feel it the most on my body. This cocktail is so freaking good. Another exercise I love doing is the barbell hip thrust. I wrote that down. That's one of my favorites, and that's for me personally what I feel like made the biggest difference for me, because I can really feel it when you put the bar on your lap. I start off with 25 on each side. I usually do it about 10 times, and I do about 4 or 5 reps of that. And for me, that helped me a lot to help build my glutes and my hammies. Another one is stiff-legged deadlifts and Bulgarian split squats. Those are another one, or a few more of my favorites that really help me a lot. If you look back at old pictures of me when I first started college, I got really thin. I lost like all my butt because I had no fat on me, and all I was doing was running like 6 miles every single day, no joke. And then I started getting more into weights because I really wanted to get more defined, and then I gained some more weight, but it just helped me a lot doing those exercises. So definitely add those into your workout. Make sure you're doing them correctly. Look up stuff, watch videos, make sure you're doing them correctly, because the last thing you want to do is get injured from doing something you don't know how to do. So those are my favorite. Next question. If you weren't doing journalism, what would you do? Love you. Love you too. If I wasn't doing journalism, that's a hard question, because when I was in college, I switched my major a lot, like probably 4 times, I think. I don't know. My mom knows. If you're watching this, Mom, you know I've changed my major a lot. I went from dental school to interior decorating to was it PR or fashion design, and then journalism, and then I added sports. So I was all over the place. But if I wasn't doing journalism, that's a tough question because I love what I do. I would probably still be in the content creating world because that's just something I love doing. For me personally now, I love doing sports. Like that's something I love, but I would also love to eventually get into movie making side of things, music video, like that kind of creative part of the business. That's something that I'm very passionate about. I love that. And if it wasn't for that, I feel like maybe it would be like personal training. Working out is a huge part of my life, so maybe that's something I would think about doing, being a personal trainer in fitness. All right. Next question. Why did you leave Mississippi? I left Mississippi because I got a new job. I lived in Mississippi for like 1.5 years, almost 2 years, and then now I live in the city. I'm based out of New York. I work downtown by like Times Square, and I cover pro sports now. So we do a little bit of college, but it's mostly just when the Natty happens. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, got a new job, left Mississippi, and it's been great. It's been crazy because I moved here right before COVID happened. So the city's been pretty much shut down for most of the time of me being here, and I've just been back home a lot of it because I didn't want to be here with the virus and whatnot. So yeah, I live in Jersey City now, but I'm based out of New York. Next question. How did you decide what you wanted to do with your life? That's a good question. I guess I just didn't really, like I said, when I went to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life because I've never been someone who likes doing the 9 to 5 when it comes to like accounting, like being a doctor, dentist. That's why I didn't want to do dental school, because for me, I was basically like, I didn't want to be in an office from 9 to 5, hunched over, cleaning people's teeth. To me, that wasn't something I wanted to do, even though it was secure, like job security. That's not what I wanted. I've always loved being super creative, and when I was younger, I would force my cousins and my sister to do YouTube videos where I would direct them and I would film them. They are blocked on my YouTube channel. They're unlisted, so no one can see them, but they are there. I started making videos back in, what, was it 2003? Jeez, it's been a long time. Like, it was when I was in like middle school, I think. I don't know, something crazy. I've been making videos for a long time, so being creative has always been something I love doing. I played sports my whole life, so it just kind of made sense once I became a late sophomore, early junior in college. I just knew that, you know, this was the route I wanted to take. And I think it's also really hard too when you're in college because you're paying so much money for a degree, and you feel bad if you're not doing what your degree is that you spent thousands of dollars on and so much time and energy just studying that certain career, that you feel bad if you're not doing what you want to do. So I feel like there's this stress that comes with being in college and finding your degree because you don't know what you want to do with your life and you don't know where life is going to take you. But for me, sports journalism was something that I knew I wanted to be in that scene and that part of the industry. So it worked out well for me. I'm still obviously working on myself, and I still have bigger dreams that I want to accomplish. But for me right now, that was what I wanted to do. And who knows what happens in the future. Like I said, I would love to do stuff with movies and that kind of a scene. So who knows? Next question. How did you get with USA Today? So I was actually with USA Today when I was in Mississippi for my first job. It was a Gannett-owned company with USA Today. So USA Today owns a lot of different newspapers around the nation. And the one that I was at in Mississippi, the Clarion Ledger, it was owned by USA Today Gannett. So I was already with the company when I was down there, so it was a very easy transition for me. Moving from there to New York, there wasn't any new paperwork or orientation I had to go through, just a few minor things, but I was already with the company for my first job, so it was a very easy transition. It just made sense, and it was being here in New York is a great platform and good experience for me getting into the pro sports, because I did cover the SEC in Mississippi, so it was a good jump for me, and I feel very lucky and blessed to be able to go straight from, Mississippi, where I was covering high school, college, straight to pro sports here here in New York, covering Major League Baseball, hockey, the NBA, the NFL. So it's been really good. Next question, favorite go-to drink. I don't know if you mean alcoholic drink or regular drinks. I don't really drink a whole lot anymore. I did in college, but now it's just like I don't really drink much. My go-to drink, if you're talking alcohol, it's definitely a whiskey sour, something like that, something that has sour with it. If you're talking about normal, regular drinks, I love matcha lattes, but I really don't drink a whole lot of stuff like that. I drink a lot of water, but when it comes to my mornings, I drink a lot of matcha, either almond milk matcha lattes or oat milk matcha lattes. Huge. Next question, which athlete do you look up to most? So, that's a good question. Honestly, if you were to ask me this before this year, I would say Kobe or Michael Jordan, just because those two guys to me are just the epitome of an athlete. They do stuff in their community, they help with women's sports, and they're just all around good players that you can tell put their heart and soul in the game. They love the game. Rest in peace to Kobe, but I would say, I don't know, it's wild because I don't really look up to athletes like that. I've always, like I said, loved sports, but I don't look at athletes and think, oh my God, like, I want to be just like you when I grow up. Because, they're just like everyone else, except their profession is sports. So I don't really look up to athletes like that when it comes to the game. Obviously, I love what athletes do outside of the game, and that's what brings me more respect, is when they help out in their communities and they're good on the court too. So if you're talking about athletes that I like watching, I love Damian Lillard. He's one of my favorite NBA players. I don't know. I've always loved Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, obviously being from Indiana, Colts fan. Peyton Manning was someone who I really did fangirl over when I met, because you grow up watching these athletes, and when you finally get to meet them or cover them, it's just like, it comes full circle and you feel so, not grown up, but it's like, wow, I made it because I met Peyton Manning. Like, to me, that was such a cool moment when I met him, because you see these athletes on TV, and it was just cool. It was awesome meeting Peyton Manning. He was one of my favorite guys that I've met because I grew up a Colts fan. So, last question I chose to pick. Hidden talent of yours. What is my hidden talent? Hidden talent. I'm ambidextrous, so I can write with both hands. I play guitar with my right hand, obviously, use the computer with my right hand, but I write mostly left-handed, and I do a lot of things left-handed. But I don't even know if that's a hidden talent. That's just like something that I was born being able to do. A hidden talent of mine. Geez, now that I'm on the spot, I don't even know what my hidden talent is. I'm really good with accents. I'm very good with accents. But a hidden talent of mine, I don't know. Let me think about that. Give me 5 minutes and I'll come back to that. Let me think. hidden talent of mine. I wouldn't say this is a hidden talent, but I love painting, and I think I'm really good at painting. I don't do it enough to be like great at it, but when I was in college, I took a painting class, and that was kind of when I was like, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this. Because growing up, I would paint, and I was always really creative that way. Like I said, I could draw. I was always good at writing music. I wrote music. I've just always been a creative person. So I feel like that would be one of my hidden talents, is I'm a very low-key creative person when it comes to stuff like painting, or decorating, or making music, making videos. I just feel like I'm a very creative person that way. I don't know if that's a hidden talent, but I mean, in my opinion, I think that's a hidden talent. I don't know. So there you go. I'm decent at painting. Okay, wow. Well, okay guys, that is it for my random Q&A update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I didn't get to answer your question that you had for me. Please like this video, comment if you are watching this and you like it. Be sure to subscribe to me. Check out my social media if you want to be in on the next Q&A, or if you just want to watch more about my life, because like I said, I don't get on YouTube as much as I would like to. So make sure you check me out on social media. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Ew, what was that? Oh my God. Bye.